Hello everyone, and welcome. We are Immigration Now. Today we're embarking on a journey to a place that truly captures the heart, Ireland. There's something uniquely captivating about the Emerald Isle. It's more than just its rolling green hills and ancient castles. It's a country brimming with warmth, opportunity, and a vibrant future. If you've ever dreamt of studying abroad or building a new life in a welcoming, English-speaking European nation, then you have come to the right place. This guide is your personal roadmap to making that dream a reality in 2025. In this comprehensive guide, we are going to demystify the entire process of moving to Ireland. We will focus specifically on the journey from international student to permanent resident. It can seem like a daunting path, filled with questions and uncertainty. How do you get a student visa? What happens after you graduate? How much money do you need to show? We're going to answer these questions and many more. My goal is to empower you with clear, reliable, and up-to-date information for 2025, so you can plan your move with confidence and excitement, not anxiety. Think of Ireland as a land of dual opportunity. On one hand, it offers a world-class education system steeped in history, Trinity College Dublin, a beacon of learning since 1592. On the other hand, it is a modern, dynamic hub for global innovation. Google, Apple, Facebook, creating a thriving job market for skilled graduates. This blend of tradition and progress makes Ireland attractive for ambitious people worldwide. So, get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of tea, and let's begin this exciting adventure together. We will break down everything you need to know, step by step, in a way that is easy to understand. This isn't just about rules and regulations. It's about your future and your aspirations. We'll explore why Ireland isn't just a place to study, but a place to belong. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear picture of what it takes to unlock your Irish dream and start a brand new, exciting chapter of your life in 2025. Let's get started on this incredible journey. Let's talk about why Ireland is rolling out the green carpet for international students like you. It's no secret that the country is known for its legendary hospitality, the famous Siad Mile Fáilte, which means 100,000 welcomes. This isn't just a quaint saying, it's a real national character that welcomes newcomers. As an international student, you'll find people are genuinely curious about where you come from. They are eager to share their culture and eager to learn about yours, making it easy to settle in. That welcoming spirit is backed by a strong, supportive infrastructure for international education. Irish universities are globally recognized for quality research and teaching, offering programs in technology, pharmaceuticals, business, and the arts. You're not just a number, you're an active participant in a community that wants to see you succeed. Beyond campus, Ireland offers unparalleled quality of life. Spend weekends hiking coastal paths, exploring ancient Celtic ruins, or enjoying live traditional music in a cozy pub. The country is safe, friendly, and beautiful, perfect balance for study and life. Its compact size means easy travel from Dublin to Connemara. That accessibility lets you fully immerse in culture and experiences. Being an English-speaking country in the EU is a massive advantage. It removes language barriers and simplifies daily life, from grocery shopping to navigating administrative processes. On graduation, your skills are in demand in Ireland's booming economy and transferable across the EU. That positions you for a global career with a strong head start. Ireland isn't just offering education, it's offering a gateway to a world of possibilities. One of the most compelling reasons to choose Ireland for your studies is the clear and supportive pathway it offers for graduates to stay and work after completing their degrees. The Irish government understands the value that international graduates bring to the economy and society. It has therefore designed a system to help you transition smoothly from a student visa to full-time employment and, eventually, to permanent residency. This forward-thinking approach provides a sense of security and a tangible goal to work towards. The key to this transition is the third-level graduate program, often known as the Graduate Route or Stamp 1G. This opportunity allows eligible non-EU or EEA graduates from Irish institutions to remain in Ireland for up to 24 months to seek employment. That generous time frame means you can find a job in your field, gain valuable work experience in the Irish market, and prove your worth to potential employers without immediate visa pressure. Once you secure a job, the journey continues. With an offer of employment, you can apply for a critical skills employment permit or a general employment permit to work in Ireland long-term. The critical skills permit targets highly skilled professionals in shortage sectors. It fast-tracks your path and makes it easier to bring your family. After holding a work permit for several years, you become eligible to apply for permanent residency, calling Ireland home. This process is a clear step-by-step progression. It starts with deciding to study in Ireland, moves through graduation and job search on the graduate route, and culminates in securing a work permit that leads to permanent residency. Each stage is a building block for the next. In the next sections, we'll dive into specific requirements for each stage. We'll cover everything from visa applications to proof of funds you'll need, ensuring you have all the secrets to successfully navigate this path from student to resident. All right, let's dive into the practical steps. The very first piece of the puzzle, the Irish student visa. This official document is your permission to enter and stay in Ireland. It's for the purpose of full-time education. Think of it as the key that unlocks your academic journey on the Emerald Isle. Navigating visa requirements can feel overwhelming, but we'll break it down so it feels manageable. The Irish immigration system, Immigration Service Delivery or ISD, has a structured process. When followed correctly, it's quite straightforward. Your journey starts with understanding what's required of you. Not everyone needs a visa to study in Ireland. EU, EEA, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, Switzerland. If you're in those groups, you can study in Ireland visa-free. For everyone else, a student visa is mandatory. This process is your formal introduction to the Irish state. You must demonstrate genuine intention to study and show you can support yourself financially during your stay. That includes enrolling in a full-time course on the interim list of eligible programs. ILEP. ILEP is the official list of approved courses. Ensure your chosen program is on it before applying. You're also committing to respect Irish laws and keep education as your primary purpose. Being a genuine student is a recurring theme throughout the process. This is about mindset, not just forms. Present a clear, honest picture of yourself as a prospective student. Show the visa officer you're serious about your education. Show you have a clear plan. Show you have the resources to follow through. Think of the application as your first academic project. Be diligent, be organized, be thorough. Next, we'll explore visa types and the detailed steps you need to take. When you start your research, you will quickly see that there are two main categories of student visas for Ireland, the C-type visa and the D-type visa. It is absolutely essential to understand the difference between them and to apply for the correct one. Applying for the wrong type of visa is a common mistake that can lead to an automatic refusal, and we definitely want to avoid that. The choice depends entirely on the duration of your chosen course. This is a simple but critical detail that determines your entire application path, so let's make sure we get it right from the very beginning of your planning process. The C-type visa is a short-stay visa. This is the correct visa for you if your course or program of study lasts for less than 90 days or 3 months. For example, if you are planning to attend a summer language school or a short professional development course, the C-type visa is the one you will need. It is important to remember that this visa does not allow you to work in Ireland, either part-time or full-time. It is strictly for short-term educational purposes. Furthermore, you cannot extend a C-type visa once you are in Ireland, so you must leave the country before it expires. On the other hand, we have the D-type visa, which is a long-stay visa. This is the one that most international students pursuing a full degree will need to apply for. If your course of study is longer than 3 months, such as for a bachelor's degree, a master's program, or a PhD, you must apply for a D-type visa. This visa allows you to travel to Ireland, and upon arrival, register with the immigration authorities to receive your Irish residence permit card. This card is what formally permits you to live in Ireland for more than 90 days and outlines your specific permissions, including the right to work part-time during your studies. Choosing between these two is your first major decision in the application process. Double-check the exact duration of your course as stated in your letter of acceptance from the Irish university or college. This letter is the key document that will confirm whether you need a C-type or D-type visa. For the remainder of our discussion today, we are going to focus primarily on the D-type visa, as this is the one that leads to the third-level graduate program and the path to permanent residency. It is the visa that opens the door not just to studying, but to potentially building a life in Ireland. Now that we have established the importance of the D-type visa for long-term study, let's walk through the application process step by step. Ireland uses a centralized online application system. Your journey begins on the official Irish immigration website, AVATS. This is the portal where you'll fill in your form, answer every question truthfully and completely. Inconsistencies or missing info can raise red flags and cause delays or even a refusal, so be meticulous. After completing the form, you'll print a summary. The summary shows where to submit your physical documents: passport, photographs, supporting paperwork. Submission points vary by country: Irish Embassy, Consulate, or a visa application center like VFS Global. After submission, the waiting period begins. Processing times vary by season and country. Apply early, ideally at least 3 months before travel. You can track your application online. If successful, you'll get a visa vignette in your passport. This vignette allows travel to Ireland. It's not final permission to stay. At arrival, present your passport and your letter of acceptance to border control. The officer will stamp your passport, usually granting up to 90 days entry. Within that time, register with the Garda National Immigration Bureau to receive your Irish Residence Permit card, the official proof of your right to live in Ireland as a student. Before you can even think about filling out a visa application, you need to secure the most important document of all: your letter of acceptance. This official letter from a recognized Irish higher education institution is the foundation upon which your entire student visa application is built. It is your golden ticket. Your first real task: research universities and programs, go through their application processes, and successfully secure an offer of admission. The letter must contain specific details that the visa officer will look for. It must clearly state that you have been accepted onto a full-time course. The course must be on the official interim list of eligible programs. The letter should specify the name of the course and the duration of the course. Crucially, the letter of acceptance must confirm the tuition fees for your course, and most importantly, how much of those fees you have already paid. So, your action plan is clear. First, research and apply to your chosen Irish universities. Once you receive an offer, formally accept it. Then pay the required tuition fee deposit. Only then will the university issue the official letter of acceptance with all necessary details. Guard this letter carefully. You will need to submit the original copy with your visa application. In some cases, you may be required to attend an interview as part of your student visa application process. The primary purpose of this interview is for the visa officer to verify the information in your application and to assess your credibility as a genuine student. Preparation is key to a successful interview. Start by thoroughly reviewing your entire application. Be prepared to answer questions about your choice of Ireland as a study destination. Be ready to talk specifically about your chosen university and course. Why did you select this particular program? What do you know about the modules you will be studying? How does this course align with your future career goals? The visa officer will likely ask about your financial situation. They will also ask about your ties to your home country. When you attend the interview, dress professionally, be polite, answer all questions honestly and confidently. Make eye contact and listen carefully to what is being asked. If you don't understand a question, ask for clarification. A calm, well-prepared, and honest approach is your best strategy. A successful interview can be the final step that solidifies a positive decision, bringing you one step closer to starting your incredible journey in Ireland. Welcome back. We've talked about getting your student visa and succeeding in your studies, but what comes next is one of the most exciting parts of the Irish immigration journey. Ireland has created a special pathway for international graduates like you, the third-level graduate program, the Graduate Route, or Stamp 1G. This program is the bridge from full-time student to full-time professional, a real game-changer. The Stamp 1G lets eligible graduates stay in Ireland after finishing studies to look for work. It's a generous and valuable opportunity. It gives you time to search for a job without your student visa expiring right after exams. Attend interviews, network with potential employers, and find a role that matches your skills and ambitions. What does Stamp 1G allow? Once granted, you can work full-time up to 40 hours per week without needing a separate work permit for the Stamp 1G period. This is a huge advantage. Employers can hire you immediately without complex sponsorship steps. You're given a trial period to prove your value, smoothing the transition to the workforce for you and your employer. It signals Ireland's long-term investment in international students, a policy designed to retain skilled graduates educated in Ireland. Knowing this awaits after graduation is a powerful motivator. In the next sections, we will explore exactly who is eligible and the precise steps you need to take to apply for it. Now, let's get into the specifics of who can benefit from this amazing graduate route. The most fundamental requirement: you must have graduated from a recognized Irish higher education institution. Your degree must be at a certain level on the National Framework of Qualifications, or NFQ. Generally, this includes students who have completed a bachelor's degree at level 8, a master's degree or postgraduate diploma at level 9, or a doctoral degree at level 10. The duration of your Stamp 1G permission depends on the level of the qualification you have achieved. If you have successfully completed a bachelor's degree at NFQ level 8, you are eligible to apply for a 12-month graduate route permission. However, if you have completed a qualification at NFQ level 9 or higher, such as a master's degree or a PhD, you are eligible for a more generous 24-month period. Another crucial requirement is that you must apply for the graduate route within 6 months of receiving your final examination results. You must also have a valid student visa, Stamp 2, at the time of your application. You cannot have already used the third-level graduate program before. It is a one-time opportunity per level of education. Finally, you must be of good character and not have breached any immigration laws or other Irish laws during your time as a student. Securing your Stamp 1G is a relatively straightforward administrative process, but it requires careful attention to detail and timely action. The application is not made from your home country like your initial student visa. Instead, it is done from within Ireland. Once you have your final official university results, gather your documents and book an appointment to register your new immigration permission. In Dublin, this is done online through the ISD portal. In other parts of Ireland, you usually register at your local GNIB office. Prepare a specific set of documents for your appointment: official university completion letter confirming your final award, current passport. Passport must be valid for the full duration of the Stamp 1G. Current Irish residence permit, IRP card. IRP showing your existing Stamp 2 student permission. There is a registration fee. The fee is currently €300. At your appointment, an immigration officer will review your documents. They will check you meet the eligibility criteria. Verify your graduation letter. Check your passport. Check your current IRP card. Ensure you are within the 6-month application window. If everything is in order, they will take your photograph and your fingerprints. Your new IRP card will be mailed to your registered address within a couple of weeks. The new IRP card will show your Stamp 1G permission. It will show the expiry date. That card proves you can legally live and work full-time in Ireland. A smooth, timely application ensures a seamless transition from your student life to your new professional life. Then focus on finding your dream job in Ireland. Receiving your Stamp 1G is a huge achievement, but it's the start of a new chapter: your job search. You have a window of 12 months or 24 months. Use this time strategically. Polish your resume, or CV, as it's known in Ireland. Tailor it to the Irish market. Highlight skills and knowledge from your degree. Emphasize practical projects, internships, or part-time work experience. Actively start networking and applying for jobs. Use your university career services. They have resources for international students, workshops on CV writing, and interview skills sessions. Create a professional LinkedIn profile. Start connecting with people in your industry. Attend career fairs and industry events. Under Stamp 1G, you are a very attractive candidate. An employer can hire you immediately without the cost or admin burden of sponsorship. Highlight this advantage in applications and interviews. State your unrestricted right to work under Stamp 1G. This gives you an edge over candidates who need sponsorship. Don't be discouraged if you don't find your dream job immediately. The market can be competitive. It often takes time. Use the initial months to gain relevant experience, perhaps through a short-term contract or internship. That experience will strengthen your CV. The ultimate goal of the Stamp 1G period is to secure a job that lets you transition to a more permanent immigration status. Once you find an employer who wants to keep you after your graduate route expires, they will need to sponsor you for an employment permit. There are two main permit types you'll look at: the Critical Skills Employment Permit and the General Employment Permit. Eligibility depends on your profession, your salary, and the needs of the Irish economy. Critical skills is the most desirable. It's for highly skilled roles facing shortages. If your job is on the list and you earn at least €38,000 per year, you're likely eligible. Major benefit: faster route to permanent residency. After holding a critical skills permit for 2 years, you can apply for Stamp 4. If your job isn't on the list, you may be eligible for a general employment permit. Employers usually must run a labor market needs test, proving they couldn't find a suitable EU candidate. Minimum salary rules vary, but generally start around €34,000 for most jobs. You typically need 5 years on a general employment permit before applying for long-term residence. Employers usually apply for the permit on your behalf. Once the department grants the permit, you register it and get Stamp 1. This whole process, from Stamp 1G to Stamp 1, is the core student-to-professional transition. Hello again. Now we're going to tackle one of the most important and sometimes most stressful parts of the student visa application, the proof of funds. This is where you demonstrate you have sufficient financial resources to support yourself during your stay in Ireland. It's not just about paying for your tuition, it's for accommodation, food, transport, without needing to rely on public funds or unauthorized work. The Irish government sets a specific minimum amount you must prove you have access to. As of our 2024 update for your 2025 planning, the amount is €10,000 for each year of an undergraduate course. For postgraduate students, the figure is also €10,000. The most common and preferred method is a detailed bank statement. It must be from an account in your name or in the name of your sponsor. The statement must cover the 6-month period immediately before your application. The visa officer wants to see a clear history, a consistent savings pattern, not a sudden, unexplained lump sum. Let's put together a complete checklist of all the documents you will need. Printed summary of your online AVATS form. Original passport valid for at least 12 months. 2 recent passport-sized color photos. Original letter of acceptance. Previous degree certificates. Academic transcripts. 6-month bank statement. Evidence of tuition payment. Private medical insurance certificate. Even the most prepared students can sometimes fall into common traps. One of the most frequent mistakes is related to financial documentation. A major red flag for visa officers is something called funds parking. Another common pitfall is submitting an incomplete or inconsistent application. Timing is another area where applicants often stumble. Finally, a weak personal statement or a lack of clarity about your intentions can be detrimental. One of the top questions is, can my family come with me on a student visa? The answer to this is generally no. The Irish student visa, which is known as Stamp 2, does not permit you to bring dependents. You would need to progress to a different visa category, like the Critical Skills Employment Permit, which does allow for family reunification. Another very common question is, can I work while I'm studying in Ireland? The answer is yes, but with specific restrictions. You are permitted to work up to 20 hours per week during term time. During official university holiday periods, you are permitted to work full-time, but you must strictly adhere to these limits. What happens if my student visa application is refused? You will receive a letter outlining the specific reasons for the refusal. You have the right to appeal this decision. In your appeal, you will need to address each of the reasons for refusal directly. Finally, students often ask, do I need to show the €10,000 in a specific currency? The financial requirement is specified in euros. When you submit your bank statements, you should also include a printout from a reputable currency conversion website showing the exchange rate. Welcome back. While the student-to-graduate pathway is a fantastic and well-trodden route, it's not the only way to build a life in Ireland. For many skilled professionals, the journey begins directly with employment. For individuals with significant financial capital and a strong business idea, Ireland offers another distinct set of pathways to residency. The Immigrant Investor Program, IIP, and the Startup Entrepreneur Program, STEP. These programs are specifically designed to attract investment and innovation into the country. The Immigrant Investor Program is aimed at high-net-worth individuals. The financial thresholds are substantial, often starting at €1 million. The Startup Entrepreneur Program, or STEP, is geared towards innovators with a compelling business idea and more modest funding. You must also secure funding of at least €50,000 for your venture. Beyond work and investment, one of the most fundamental pathways to residency in any country is through family connections. Ireland is no different. The most common family-based route is for the spouse or de facto partner of an Irish citizen. If you are married to an Irish citizen, you have a right to move to Ireland to live with them. For unmarried partners, the de facto partnership immigration permission allows you to apply if you can prove you have been in a committed, cohabiting relationship for at least 2 years. Another important, though less common pathway is through Irish ancestry. If one of your grandparents was born in Ireland, you may be eligible to become an Irish citizen by registering on the Foreign Births Register. Finally, let's discuss a crucial pathway not about how you first arrive, but about the time you've spent building a life in Ireland. This is the long-term residency scheme, designed for non-EEA nationals living and working legally in Ireland for a continuous period of 5 years or 60 months on eligible employment permits. Time on a student visa, Stamp 2, does not count. Time on the graduate route, Stamp 1G, does not count. The clock starts when you begin working on a formal employment permit. If successful, you'll be granted Stamp 4 for 5 years. Stamp 4 lets you work in any profession without an employment permit. Stamp 4 also lets you establish a business. Obtaining long-term residency is a major milestone toward permanent settlement. After holding this permission and reaching 8 years legal residence, you may be eligible to apply for Irish citizenship through naturalization. We have covered a tremendous amount of ground together on this journey. I hope you now feel empowered and much clearer about the path ahead. We started by exploring the many reasons why Ireland is such a special destination in 2025. World-class education, a thriving, innovative economy, and a warm, welcoming culture. We then broke down the crucial first step, securing your student visa. We covered the C-type and D-type visas, the step-by-step application process, the importance of the letter of acceptance, and proving your financial stability. The journey doesn't end at graduation. We detailed the third-level graduate program, Stamp 1G, which acts as a bridge between your studies and your career. This structured pathway allows you to find a job, prove your skills, and transition to a critical skills or general employment permit, putting you on the road to residency. Finally, we looked beyond the student route at direct work permits for skilled professionals, investor and entrepreneur programs, family-based pathways, and the long-term residency scheme. Ireland offers a diverse range of options. As we come to the end of our guide, I want to leave you with a few final thoughts and some practical advice. Your dream of studying and living in Ireland is within your reach. Begin your research now. Look at universities. Look at courses that excite you. Check the critical skills occupations list. Be organized and proactive. Create a timeline. Use official resources. The Immigration Service Delivery website and the Department of Enterprise website are your most reliable sources. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep your goal in sight. Picture walking through historic university grounds. Picture friends from all over the world. Picture starting your career in Ireland. Thank you for joining me. I hope this guide gave you clarity and confidence. Your new chapter awaits, filled with green landscapes, vibrant cities, and endless possibilities. 2025 starts now. Best of luck on your journey. Go en airy and both are leet. May the road rise to meet you. Don't forget to subscribe to Immigration Now for further updates.